Hello, everyone. My name is Andy, and that was my bird, Benny. He is in nesting mode right now, in incubation mode, so he has been diligently sitting on a fake egg. So he will be doing that, but we're going to get into it for today. I want to do an ancestor reading. So we're just going to see what comes up, what information your ancestors want you to know right now, what they're trying to get across to you, maybe things that you need to release and let go of, and how you can better communicate with them. So, the first question that we have is, what are your ancestors trying to tell you right now in this given moment? And for that question, this is super interesting. I actually pulled the helper card along with the guardian. So, two cards flew out at the exact same time. And this gives me like very distinct imagery of the feeling of being watched. I feel like you have almost felt like something has been watching you or following you. And this is not necessarily in a bad way. You just have this awareness. Like you might be, outside walking your dog in the dark, and you just have this weird feeling that something is there. And you might turn your head, and there might be an animal. In this case, an owl. Owls have a lot of spiritual significance to them in terms of like the watchers and feeling like you're being watched with their gaze, and how intense it is. So this is definitely what I'm getting. I'm sensing that your ancestors are really wanting you to know that whenever you feel this, that it's them. Like they're letting me know very clearly that they're always surrounding you. They're always with you. They're always watching you. They're always walking with you, protecting you. For the guardian card, making sure that you're divinely protected, making sure that you have everything you need at the exact time, that they're communicating, clearly with your subconscious mind. So even though you're not really getting these thoughts consciously, they're always there, like trying to communicate with you, trying to send you signs and signals and synchronicities. And these cards together, especially, are really important synchronicity cards. So you might have been seeing the same numbers everywhere. You might be seeing certain animals. For some of you, this could be cardinals, right? Like a lot of us have connections with our ancestors through birds, especially. That's extremely common in a lot of cultures. And I know for myself, cardinal is very important. And I will have times where I'll be thinking of this person and a cardinal shows up. So your ancestors want you to know that they are with you. They are communicating with your subconscious mind, even though you're not fully aware of it in the conscious state. They're always walking with you, always protecting you. That person that you lost, whether this is your mom or dad, one of your grandparents, a sibling, that person that you think about every single day is there when you think about them. Thoughts act as a tether, right? So whenever you're thinking of someone and you're wondering, I wonder if they're feeling this emotion too. I wonder if they can see me thinking about them. They are. Those thoughts kind of pull them back into this realm and connect you to them. So always feel safe and secure in that connection, that you're actually bonding with them, that whenever you think of them, whenever you grieve this person, whenever you laugh and you think of the good memories that you had with them, that they're always right there next to you. You just can't perceive them in this physical reality. Our second question here is, what do your ancestors want you to release in this given moment? So with that, I actually had refusal come up, and we've had this card come up a few times. So I think it's definitely like a theme in the conscious collective right now. With refusal, there's this fear of letting go of the known, or a hesitation in following the calling that we've been getting. There might be some sort of thing, whatever it is in your life, that you know that you're supposed to do. You know it's going to make a huge difference if you just actually step outside of yourself, let go of the fear, and do this thing. But for whatever reason, it's been really hard for you to access that point of strength, and that point of like letting go of the hesitation, and having this willingness to move forward. And I'm sensing for a lot of you, this might actually have to do with the loss of a person in your life. It doesn't have to do necessarily with a death, but it very well could be, especially since this is an ancestor reading. It could have to do with the loss of someone that you loved, or even, I'm saying for a lot of you, it's a very complicated relationship, right? Because this could be like a family member that you weren't really connected to a whole lot in life, but they passed, and it's like affected you really profoundly, to the point where it's been really hard for you to actually work on this shadow work. And there's a lot of mixed feelings. There's like sorrow that they're not there, but there's also this like resentment and hesitation coming forward, and actually being willing to forgive this person for everything they did to you. So there's a lot of emotions going on here. And with that, like, I just want to say that all of these emotions can exist all at the same time. Just because you have hate one second, resentment, and then love the next, doesn't mean that either of those emotions aren't valid. It's just a part of the process, right? It's just a natural reflection of how our emotions run through us. And that's a healthy thing. With emotions, it's not healthy to hold on to a single emotion for a certain period of time. And that might be where this is coming in for some of you here. This could be just this dwelling on this same situation that happened, or same emotion that happened with this person. And it might be manifesting in your life as a way of holding you back from actually like accomplishing the things that you really want to, because you're holding on to this emotion within your body. And with this refusal card, your ancestors are really letting me know in this moment that it's time to move forward. It's time to move on. This person that you lost, whoever it is, sees things from a different picture now. If it's a person that's alive, then they might have changed. And I know that's hard for us to wrap our brains around, that this person might have changed based off of what they did to you, but it's always a possibility, right? But this person might have moved on, even if they didn't change, or if this is someone that you lost. I'm feeling like they're perceiving this situation from a different lens, like they're seeing you from a different place than they did on Earth. They're seeing you from a very compassionate lens, and a lens of understanding exactly why you made certain decisions that you made in order to protect yourself. Like they get it now, and so there's really no need to feel guilty, no need to feel like you weren't compassionate enough in life, that you didn't have enough time with this person, that your decisions were what caused this situation, however it's landing for you. I think there's a lot more complexity to it, especially looking in on the other side, that your ancestors are wanting me to relay to you, to not worry about that stuff. Like there's more there. There's an expansive awareness that I'm seeing that this person that you lost has on the other side. That they're not really judging you or putting any blame on you for anything that happened in this physical reality. Our next question is, what do your ancestors want you to embrace? And this kind of blew my mind, because we actually got the forgiveness card coming forward. And that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Like, releasing this refusal and embracing the forgiveness. I'm sensing with this forgiveness card that this person, whether they're here on Earth or in the afterlife, they're very much forgiving you for the part that you had to play in this. But I'm seeing that you might be having a hard time forgiving yourself for whatever the situation was. There's kind of this resistance and this guilt that you have that has developed into a resentment towards yourself, that you've just been asking yourself all of these questions like, why didn't I do it this way? Why wasn't I compassionate enough? Why didn't I go visit this person more often? Why didn't I tell them when they were still here on earth or before they left my life? Why wasn't I transparent? That like there's all of these things. Like, why didn't I check up on them more? Right? Like, this could have been prevented if I was actually there, if I was present in this person's life. Like, why didn't I call? Um, there's all of this stuff that's kind of going through your energy field that is actually the thing that's keeping you stuck in this state of worry and refusal. And your ancestors are really telling me at this time that you are ready to let go and forgive yourself because your ancestors have forgiven you. So your ancestors are telling me with this card that they were able to watch this from like its conception, right? Like they watched this situation play out for a really long period of time. And so they understand exactly where you're coming from. They understand your reasoning. They understand why you made the decisions you made. They understand the person that you were when this all unfolded and this all happened. And they've been supporting you. They've been guiding you. They've been watching you. And they do not have any blame whatsoever towards you about any of this stuff that unfolded in your reality. So they're telling me that it's really time to forgive and to let go, to really see this situation as a lesson and apply it going forward, but not holding on to these really deep, thick energies that are getting stuck in your body, that are keeping you from actually stepping into your authentic purpose on earth, that's like holding you back from what you're here to do, right? So that's really the big part of this message is they want you to forgive yourself. And in some ways it might have to do with forgiving someone in your family, but I feel like you are the type of person that if someone does you wrong, you are the one that feels guilty for it. You are the one that takes responsibility. It's like, even if someone does something really extremely effed up towards you, you almost like see it as your fault. That's what I'm getting really clearly. Like you always kind of take accountability for everyone else's emotions, and you perceive it as if it was your own fault that thing happened. I'm seeing this a lot, like everything that has happened to you, from your childhood to your adulthood, there's this initial tendency to just like blame yourself for it, to say that you deserved it somehow. And this is really what your ancestors are trying to bring into your awareness, that it's not your fault, like at all. This is not your fault. And you need to forgive yourself. You need to let go and create a shield around yourself, a bubble. So if this stuff happens in the future, you can automatically say, I did not cause this. This was not my fault. These emotions that I have running through my body, I can just let fall off of me, right? I don't have to let them define who I am. And for empaths, this is like a huge struggle. Like I've struggled with this my whole life, like feeling like if someone did me wrong, I was to blame for it, right? But your ancestors, like, this hurts them. When they see this happen, when they see you internalize different emotions in your life, they're weeping from the other side. They hurt for you. They see what you're capable of, and they see that these emotions are pulling you down and blocking you from achieving that, right? And they really want you to overcome this. And this might be one of your biggest missions in life to overcome. So this is extremely important that your ancestors are getting across to you today. Our next question here is, how can you hear them more clearly? This card is so insanely beautiful. So it's the Force. They're definitely communicating with you through the subconscious mind here. So there's a lot of imagery of like the moon, the stars. There's this darkness, this field of darkness. So this is definitely the subconscious mind. This is definitely synchronicities. One way that you might be able to get more from them and more messages from them is just even going outside and like having a conversation in your mind. Doesn't have to be out loud, and just watching carefully the synchronicities that come up, watching the confirmation that you get, like really opening up a dialogue and trying to marry the subconscious and the conscious mind, because they're already communicating with you through your subconscious mind. But in your waking state, it's not really, you can't really access that, right? And so I'm seeing that like in your dreaming state, you're talking to them all the time. You're communicating all the time. You might be having dreams about people that seem very familiar to you. You might be having dreams about people that have passed. Uh, but in your waking state, you feel very separated from that, even though they're always there. They're always guiding you. They're always watching you, right? So I'm really seeing with this that there's this almost like the high priestess card. Like there's this hidden knowledge that you don't necessarily have access to like right off the bat in your waking state, but you can tap into it by doing things that put you in this state. And this could be maybe bilateral beats, like binaural beats, to get you into different types of brain waves like theta or alpha. This could be spending time in nature and having conversations with them, asking for them to send you synchronicities, to send you messages that you're aware of in your day-to-day life, whether this be numbers, whether this be animals, feathers on the ground. And I'm seeing for a lot of you that you're already getting this stuff and you've been wondering what it is and where it's coming from. And there's definitely a connection here with your ancestors, especially if this video came up and you're watching it. They want you to know that they're sending you those messages. And just to keep that dialogue open, because the information that they're trying to feed you is extremely important, especially because they have like an outside perspective on the situation, right? Like they're seeing this uh, from a perspective of, first of all, being in like the afterlife and having all of this information present to them at any given time. Like there's no time over there, and so they're able to pull and draw from really any time frame of the family. Any sort of like ancestral patterns that have been passed down for a really long time. They're able to pull. They're able to see it, and they're rooting for you to overcome. And in some ways, I think that we come here to free our lineage, to free our ancestors from the things that might be holding them to this earth, um, to free them from the patterns that have crippled your family for so long, these patterns that you see repeating in every single generation. So they're rooting for you, and they really do want you to open up this dialogue. And I'm seeing that you're completely capable of it. You're already doing it, but you're just not super aware that you're doing it. And so it's all about bringing it into your conscious state with this card. And our last question is, what signs should you look out for from your ancestors? How do you know that they're actually guiding you? So with this, we actually got the chase card. And this was really interesting because I wasn't exactly sure what it was pertaining to. So I read the guidebook with this, and the guidebook was saying that it has to do with escaping something that was really scary or really bad for you, like feeling like something was chasing you. There was a situation that you had to leave extremely abruptly, and you had to get away like for your safety, right? It was something that was so terrifying, something that you carry trauma with. And your ancestors are actually wanting me to tell you that they were the ones that helped you get out of this situation. I'm seeing with this situation, there was something that happened that brought something to your awareness. So something clicked. And with that click, it was telling you, you need to get out. Like this is a safety thing. This is something that you might not survive. You need to get out of this situation right now. And that click that happened in your brain was actually your ancestors. Okay. So they're just wanting you, they're giving an example for you of how much they are participating in your life and how much they are protecting you. So this is crazy to me. Like I've had a situation like this in my life where when I was in high school, I was in a very bad situation. And my mom actually, she like heard a voice that was telling her to, hey, go look here to find my journal to see what I was going through. So this is the type of thing I'm talking about. It's like your ancestors might have planted a seed or told someone in your family to check on you or told you in a dream or in a synchronicity or in a gut feeling to get out. So that is just amazing to me. Like they are walking right by your side. They want you to know that, and they want you to open up that stream of communication with them. So with that, you guys, I'm going to end this, but this was an awesome reading. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Um, if anything, the message that they want you to know is that you are loved, you are divinely protected, and they are walking with you every single step and rooting for you. And when you make a mistake, it's okay. They see it as a learning process. And if anything, they don't want you to hold on to the mistakes that you made. They want you to just let it go and keep on moving and keep on learning your lessons and use it to for good. You know, use it to apply to your life for the betterment of the world. So with that, guys, I love you very much. Benny loves you very much. He's right here in his nest. And I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.